Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show, kjradio.com. Glad you're with me. We're going to be talking about delusion today. Yeah, there's a saying, when all else fails, there's always delusion. And what I've learned is that we all must have some form of delusion in order to survive. So let's just put that out there. We all suffer delusions. Some people suffer more than others. Delusions of grandeur comes to mind. And, think about something you've wanted out of life. You said, I'm going to be a professional ball player. It may not have come to fruition, but it made you a better ball player. Those delusions help you to some degree, but there comes a point where reality sets in for you as an adult, and you say, you know what? I no longer can live under delusions. I have to really back up what I say. One of the things I talk about to any youngster, people that I train, I say, look, it's okay for you to dream big. Go big or go home. It's like Donald Trump. He says, yeah, I'll be president. If I want it, I'll be it. I remember as a kid saying that. I believe in my heart to this day, if I'd set my mind on it, I would have become president of the United States. Now, you could say, Kevin, you were delusional. I don't believe that for a second. I believe it. And I believe that whatever I choose to do now, based on good, solid, hard work and, work ethic and principles I've learned throughout my life, I can achieve. But I'm not going to be delusional about, for example, saying I'm going to go make the Olympic team in something. I'm not. I understand my limitations at some point. Now, there are many of you out there going, Kevin, seriously, president? Come on now. Yeah, I could have been president. There's no question in my head. I remember when Barack Obama was elected and everybody was excited and they were like, man, I remember somebody saying to me, Kevin, did you ever think you were going to see this day, man, where a black man was president? And it was like one of my family members or somebody or a friend. And I was like, yeah. And they looked at me like, really? And I was like, yeah, I did. In fact, at one point in life, I thought it might have been me. But then I decided I didn't want that job. I found out what they paid. And I was like, nah, I can do better. True story. Now, whether I could or I couldn't, well, no, you may say, Kevin, you are delusional, but I don't believe so. But here's what I can tell you. When it comes to what impacts my life, I'm a realist. I look at everything through the prism of reality. What's its impact on me? What's its impact on others? Is it good? Is it good for everybody? I'm willing to even give up a little something because of my delusion, me saying, yeah, I don't need to do it all for me. I don't need to be selfish about it. I was going to use delusion, but I didn't need to use it there. Oh, man. Michael Crichton said this about delusion. He says, we are stubborn, self-destructive conformists. Any other view of our species is just self-congratulatory delusion. He says we all conform. And to some degree, he's right. We conform to societal norms. We all say we want our kids to be educated. Where the delusion sets in is, are they being educated? We all want to help our fellow man. The world. There's hardly anybody in the world who would disagree with this. But the real fact of the matter is the majority of the world does not help its fellow man. And let's just keep it on a state side. If you believe that Democrats are truly interested in helping their fellow man, then ask them, why are they so vitriolic against conservatives? Why is it that when the Democrats say they want to help, it's always financial help, and it rarely involves their money, and involves the money of conservatives, the people that they have disdain for? Why is that? Because the fact is, Democrats live under the delusion that they really do want to do good things for people. They believe, I really do want to help women in the war on women that doesn't even exist. That's an illusion and an illustration of their delusion. They claim they want to help kids, but they support pedophiles. They are the world's worst parents. They don't care about kids in foster care. I know a ton about this stuff at the grassroots level where you get kids adopted. I know who's adopting them. And I know the reasons they adopt them. When a Democrat adopts a kid, they want a kid to be white, blue-eyed, blonde-haired, or whatever. You know, when a conservative wants a kid, they say, what kid needs to be adopted the most? Which one's been here the longest? I know the questions they ask. Leftists don't. They want the perfect little baby. They don't want that kid that you go, now look, mom was a crackhead, kid was born with an addiction. Oh, I think I'm going to walk away from that. But the conservatives will say, absolutely, that's the one we'll take. Which one needs the most help? So I know these people's delusions. They have delusions of grandeur. Why do you think we're talking about all this Harvey Weinstein stuff, all this Holly weirdo stuff, these sexual predators? Why do you think that is? Because these people have delusions of grandeur. They believe they can make it. They're willing to do anything. I'm not telling you that some people don't. They do. But there are many people who get left on the wayside, lost in their delusions, and Hollywood preys on them. How many of the people that don't make it do you think went to talent agents and acting classes, and people were like, just said, if you want to come here and bring me your money, I'll take it. But let me tell you, you're not going to be any good at this. There you go. Delusions. And the left is full of them. And one of their biggest delusions is that you're the bad guys. We, conservatives, we're the bad guys. Biggest delusion on the planet. The delusion they have is that Barack Obama was an intelligent president who did good. Their delusion is that Donald Trump is an unintelligent president who doesn't know what he's doing. In fact, they say he's criminally bad at his job. Some say he's mentally unstable to do it. That's their delusion. Ask me any question you want on any topic you have comparing Barack Obama to Donald Trump, and I'll show you their delusion. We've talked about it all week. This is going to be, by the way, a catch-all show. One that we just talk about lots of different topics. A hodgepodge, if you will. I want to talk about sex robots even, because there's some delusion in that. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion we have some privileged position in the universe, are challenged by a point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. Carl Sagan said that. The delusion of man to believe he's it. He's the authority. Now, I'm not talking about extraterrestrials. I'm talking about God. And I could go on there. We got a ton to discuss today. I'm anxious to go through some things that we've been wanting to get to and haven't been able to. So bear with us. It's going to be a fun show. You're listening to The Kevin Jackson Show. kjradio.com back in.
This is The Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.